All right, this your brother Aishayar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth with their truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled Avoid the Lord's Wrath Now. All right. It's going to be entitled Avoid the Lord's Wrath Now. Now I got inspired to do this lesson because of multiple reasons. One is because we are currently in the Passover, and you already know that we keep the Passover because this high holy day is all about deliverance. It's all about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai taking us out of the land of Egypt and bringing us into the land filled with milk and honey. All right, paradise. And he's getting ready to do that today. All right. And when I mean today, I mean within this current time. He's getting ready to send his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, back. And he's getting ready to take us back home to our homeland over there in Israel. All right. But before that happens, he's going to bring destruction upon this place. He's going to bring destruction upon this place. And he's going to use Esau to do it. All right. So I came across a video that a brother posted. And it said the name of the video was Esau's last attempt to stay in power. So pretty much when I came across that video, I was like, that's exactly what Esau's getting ready to do. He's getting ready to push the button, finally, usher in martial law, shut the society down, make this war go on even further. All right. World War III is going to go full blown, and he's actually going to try to bring in this NWO. So he's going to bring that great wrath. So let's go ahead and start off with that real quick. Let me grab that real fast. Let's get Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Esau knows that his rulership is about to be up. But he's going to try to do the most to upset prophecy, but he already know that he can't do it. But he's going to try, though, because the Most High is going to harden his heart just like he did Pharaoh. All right. So he's getting ready to bring that great wrath, meaning Esau is getting ready to showcase his anger towards you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's getting ready to try to put everybody back in slavery through the way of the RFID chip. And whoever's not down with his agenda, he's going to put people to death. He's going to put people to death, man. And the Most High is going to allow it. And this is why you got to try your best to avoid the Lord's wrath, because that is the Lord's wrath. He's going to use Esau to bring judgment upon a majority of our people and these heathen nations, man. So now let's go back and get Job chapter 19, verse 29. It says, be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that you may know that there is a judgment, or that you may know there is a judgment. Salakia. All right. So it says, be ye afraid of the sword. Who is the sword? Let's get that real quick. Let's get Psalms 17. Oh, hold on. We're going to get Psalms chapter 17. Then go to verse 13. And it says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to the babes. All right. So the wicked, and we already know the wicked is Esau. So the Most High is going to use Esau to bring judgment upon his people. All right. Which is the Most High's sword. Esau is the Most High's sword. And that's why it says right here, deliver my soul from the wicked. This is what we're praying for, man, because you got to realize when martial law is actually established, when these people start going crazy, when you see all of these races and these other people actually gear up, come outside, and they see one of you all and you're not part of the elect, that's going to be a scary situation, man. That's going to be a scary situation. And the thing is, we have the blueprint. We have the signs to let us know to get right. The Most High called us into this truth so we can learn it and avoid it. So let's go back and read Job 19 and 29 again. It says, be ye afraid of the sword AKA be ye afraid of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Because the Most High is going to put the spirit upon Esau to use his sword, his blessing, which is going to be guns, knives, whatever, so forth and so on, man. The Most High is going to put the spirit upon Esau to get down. Point blank, period. For wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment. When we go into Jacob's trouble and you start seeing people just collapse, you start seeing the danger that surrounds you, you start seeing the pain and anguish that people are in, you're going to know that that's judgment right there, man. You're going to know that that's judgment. And the thing is, you're going to keep praising Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that it didn't happen to you. All right. And you got to keep praying to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that it doesn't happen to you, man, because you're not safe until you're inside of the chariot. Point blank, period. You're not clear until you get inside of that chariot, man. So this is why it's very important to keep calling upon the names of Yahweh and Yahushai during those times. And it says, be ye afraid of the sword. You got to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man, so you can avoid that wrath that he's getting ready to bring. Let's get Revelation chapter 7. This is how you know that he's showing mercy right now. Oh, hold on. Revelation chapter 7, starting at verse 1. It says, and after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the service of our power in their foreheads. Right now, Jacob's trouble has not begun yet. So this is a clue to let you know to get right. The Most High is holding back right now until the elect is sealed, man. Because right now, guess what? You can still get this truth. You can still listen to the videos, listen to the brothers, so forth and so on, man. So the Most High is literally telling the angels, don't do anything yet. We still have to seal the 144,000 and the other 1/3 of the elect. All right. So now that you know that this is what's going on, what you going to do about it? Like the scriptures say, what manner of persons are you to be, knowing that this place is about to be melted with fervent heat? What type of person should you be, knowing that the Most High is getting ready to bring that real pain, man? You should be trying to get right with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai as much as you possibly can. Point blank, period. Let's get Psalm 78. We're going to get Psalms chapter 78. And then we're going to go to verse 47. And it says, he destroyed their vines with hail and their sycamore trees with frost. He gave up their cattle also to the hail and their flocks to hot thunderbolts. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence, and smote all the firstborn in Egypt, the chief of their strength in the tabernacles of Ham, but made his own people to go forth like sheep, and guided them in the wilderness like a flock. The Most High literally has evil angels, man. This is why the scriptures say the Most High creates evil and he does good. He the one that kills, he the ones that make alive. All right. And he sent evil angels back then to the Egyptians. All right. He got rid of them to showcase his power. This time he's going to do that and get rid of this system. He's going to get rid of Esau's system as well. But he's going to send evil angels among 2/3 of his own people. 2/3 of his own people are not going to make it, man. They are not going to make it. They're going to have to suffer the pestilence. They're going to have to suffer that nuclear destruction. They're going to have to suffer starving to death. They're going to have to suffer martial law. They're going to have to suffer getting in those FEMA camps, so forth and so on, man. Just for the simple fact that they didn't want to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and not come into this truth. When you read verse 49, it says he cast upon them the fierceness of his anger. Fierceness. It's not a game, man. Wrath, indignation, righteous anger, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. The Most High is not going to play around, man. And that's why when you read this scripture, Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4, it says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. That's what we doing right now. All right. We are literally sighing and crying for all the abominations that is being done at this very moment, man, because we don't like being in the midst of it and we don't want anything to do with it. And we don't want to get caught in the mix of this, man, at all. Verse 5, it says, to the others, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin in my sanctuary. Then there began at the ancient men which were before the house. The Most High is getting ready to do this today, man. He's getting ready to do this today. And that's why we keeping this Passover as seriously as we possibly can, because this mark represents forgiveness. All right. This mark represents the Most High passing over you and not messing with you, not putting you in a position where he wants to put you to death at all. All right. Because you sighing and you crying. But for everybody else, he said, look, old, young, maids, little children, women, he's not discriminating, man. He said, don't spare anybody. He said, neither have ye pity. Don't feel bad about this judgment that they getting ready to receive, man. Because the warning been out here. The warning been out here for decades, man. And if they can't get it now, then hey, that's on them. The scriptures say you're going to be without excuse. Every single Israelite out there knows about this, man. Whether you believe you're Israelite or not. You're going to be without excuse. Everybody heard about this truth. So if you're not trying to do something about it right now, the Most High is not going to spare you, and he's not going to have any pity. He's going to sit there and watch. He's going to listen to those screams, man. He's going to listen to those screams. That's why it says to the others, he said, in mine hearing. He's going to listen to that pain, and he's not going to feel bad about it, man, because he told you what it was. And this is why we're trying to avoid the wrath right now. Let's get Isaiah chapter 26. We're going to get Isaiah 26. Go to verse 20. And it says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. The chambers is just speaking about the chariots. This is what we're trying to get to. We're trying to get beamed up inside of the chariot, so then that way we can be hidden from his indignation. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. He's getting ready to punish everybody on this earth for the sins that they have committed. And like I said, that's like we read in the other scripture. He's not going to spare. He's not going to show any pity. So it says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. This is the goal. This is the goal, to get inside of the chariot, man, so you can avoid this indignation, avoid this wrath that the Most High is getting ready to bring. Let's get one last scripture and close it out. Let's get Isaiah chapter 55, then go to verse 6. It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. All right. So seek him while he may be found. He can still be found right now because you can still learn his truth. You can still learn the names. You can still learn that you're an Israelite, and you can still learn exactly what's getting ready to happen by following prophecy, listening to this word, so forth and so on, man. Because when Jacob's trouble begins, the first thing, like I said, you got to do is call upon the names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Then after that, you know not to take the chip. You know not to take the chip. You know to avoid all of these situations, and you know that you got to endure unto the end in order to make it. All right. So seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. And you let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Return unto the Lord, man, and he will have mercy upon you. And to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. The Most High is merciful. You got to remember that the Most High is merciful as long as you trying and showing him that you want that mercy. As long as you grinding so you can get that mercy, the Most High is going to pardon you. And you got to believe that. But you got to do what's necessary in order to achieve that forgiveness, man. All right. So I just want to bring that out because, like I said, when I seen a few articles and when I seen brothers posting videos about people receiving these brutal judgments, man, there's like this lady who just got mauled to death by some dogs, people getting ran over by vehicles, so forth and so on, man. It's a lot going on. And we already know this is going to get worse and worse. So this is what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to avoid the Lord's wrath because every single situation that we hear like that, we already know the Most High did that. The Most High orchestrated that. He wanted that to happen to that individual. So we don't want that to happen to us. So seek ye the Lord while he may be found. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ra Tazad, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.